So that's just another one of our many hostels down here. So all the trains here apparently seem to be double-deckers the whole way through. Kind of weird, but kind of fun at the same time. I was on one of those earlier from the airport all the way to here. So this is Sydney's version of Union Station here. As you can see, they're pretty much ready for Christmas. This is where those double-decker trains all come in. It's a cool little place. So this building over here is where I'll be calling home for the next 2 weeks. The Hostel International here in Sydney, right beside Central Station. The world famous Sydney Harbour Bridge. And that's the Australian Opera House right there here in Sydney. So here you have the ferry harbour here in Sydney. This is the main harbour that everyone comes to. Here's the Sydney Bridge again, but what I didn't notice earlier was the New Year's clock they actually have set up already. So that's what we'll be counting down for the big New Year. And Sydney is actually the first city in the world to actually celebrate New Year's before every other one. So as you can see, this is a closer look at the Opera House here. Hey everyone, so here I am here in Sydney. Right now I'm in the Botanical Gardens. It's pretty neat, as you can see by some of the video that is going to be shown ahead. So far, Sydney's been pretty awesome. It's this is day 3, and I decided that I'm going to go take a trip from Cairns down to Sydney. So I'll be doing everything from scuba diving in Cairns all the way to skydiving over the Great Barrier Reef. They fly up to Cairns tomorrow, so today is actually going to be my last full day here in Sydney. I'm going to be flying with Virgin Blue Airlines, which is one of the bigger airlines here in Australia, and it's one of the cheaper ones. Qantas is kind of the biggest one. That's equivalent to Air Canada, if we were going to say the same kind of airline from Canada. One thing I kind of had to get used to here was the price of everything. Even though the Australian dollar is close to being on par with Canada, everything down here is much more expensive. I will see you guys soon. I'll talk to you soon, and hopefully I'll have a next video blog up within the next week, as I've already started my adventure up to Cairns and along the west coast to Brisbane and a whole bunch of these other smaller towns as well. So keep in touch. So here we have the Sydney Government House. So the equivalent to this in the Botanical Gardens would be Queen's Park in Toronto. If only this was my house. It'd be beautiful right here down by the Opera House in Sydney Harbour. So apparently this is how I'm boarding my plane here in Sydney. We gotta go outside to the back of the plane, and now we're boarding. Pretty cool. these black things you see up in this tree are actually bats. And the sound that you can hear is the bats making their chirping noise, I guess that's what you call it. I'd say there's about 200-300 of them here. Absolutely ridiculous. Alright everyone, so it's about 35 degrees right now. Standing here in Cairns and just picked up the water bottle because apparently I need one of those. It's ridiculous how hot it is right now. It's humid and whatnot. I feel sorry for you guys back home with all your snow and super cold weather, but I'll be thinking of you guys tomorrow when I'm scuba diving. Anyways, I'm just heading over to get my medical done for my scuba dive to make sure I can actually get in the water and do all that fancy stuff, and then from there I'll be heading on to my next adventure. So apparently it's so humid that you can't even see the moon because of the lens fogging up. It's incredible.
We're going to be staying here for the next 2 days. Okay, we're not going to be on the one spot. We have about 20 different spots to choose from. Okay, but we're going to do our first bit of diving and snorkeling here. Certified divers, you'll be going with one of the dive leaders. Snorkelers, you'll be going out to these green patches here, because that's the coral. Okay, students, I'm sure you'll be doing something with mussel. Okay, now there's a couple of rules of the boat. First rule, have some fun.
Marcel will sort it out.
Alright, this is for I gotta go on this side. This is for back in
Hold
Canada.
your mask! It's stuck in your face.
It's December, I love you guys!
Peach, which is why I don't like them. There's no taste to them. Just tastes like an unripened peach. So you can try one if you like. The black palm. But importantly, the timber was used. It's one of the hardest rainforest woods that you'll find in the forest. One of the hardest. If you try to attack that with your axe, you'd break your axe. If you try to attack this tree with your chainsaw, you do a lot of damage to your chainsaw as well. It was used for spear making because of that hardness of timber. So the tree would need to be attacked at the root system here, brought down, and many hours spent carving the long cylindrical spears, rolling them over the fire as well to make them a little bit harder, but also treasured for, can you hear that sound? How beautiful is that sound, the resonance of the timber to make these things, your clapsticks. Different sound where you clap at your percussion instruments, they're beautiful. Depending on which territory, what sort of country you live in, you'll use a different wood. But up here in the rainforest, this is the most favoured because it has the nicest resonance. But other trees were used also, your clapstick.